good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. It's me again, Jen. Hello. And it is Monday. It is October the 12th. And it's kind of crazy to believe we've already gone through it more than a week of October. Time is speeding up, my friends. Time is speeding up. And we are into our second week reading with the Patch Tarot, which is a tarot deck put out by Spirit Science. And they've got a lot of interesting little videos and things like that on YouTube, so you should go check those out. Also, you can always check out the links in the description below to see all the other cool stuff that I'm doing, as well as order your own deck of the Spirit Science Patch Tarot. And you can see all the cards instead of just the few that I get to show you guys within the rest of this month. So without further ado, let's see what card we've got for this Monday. I like Monday cards. Monday cards kind of tell me what the week is going to be like. Okay, well, that's an exciting way to have the week start. It is kind of hard to tell, but this is a 8 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands is, in the more traditional deck, has wands on it. This has no wands. It has a lot of lightning, though. In fact, I think it's got eight strikes of lightning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, it does. It also has these little guys that kind of look like the patch guys, and they're in a different chakra color, and they're doing some interesting stuff. So I have to look at it this way so I can see, because they're very small. The orange one is got music around him, and he kind of looks like he's dancing. The red one looks like he's just kind of taking a walk. There's a light purple one who has like a ghost coming out of him. And the dark purple one has like a spiral coming out of his head. There's a dark blue with a slightly lighter blue one, and they look like they are dancing. I think they're dancing. I'm going to keep it PG and say they're dancing. The bright blue one is running. There is a green one who looks like he's kind of talking or yelling, and a yellow one who's kind of doing yoga, doing a little tree pose balance there. So I'm going to guess that these are kind of meant to be the chakras, loosely chakras, and their meanings. So that's kind of cool. Also, we have the Eye of Ra or the Eye of Horus. I'm not really good at telling which is which. I know one point's right and one point's left, something like that. But there's the eye in the direct center, and around that is the rainbow. So kind of like a halo or an aura around it. The typical meaning for the 8 of Wands is that there's a lot of stuff coming at you very quickly, and you've got to like pivot. You've got to figure things out quickly and do things as fast as you can, and you don't really have a lot of time to make a decision. It's snap, snap, make your decision now. So I think this is a really interesting way of putting this, is that like I get the lightning. Lightning is fast, lightning is explosive. So you got a lot of ideas, a lot of energy, a lot of stuff going on. But there's also like all these different sorts of things coming at you. So I get it. That's kind of neat the way they interpret that. The words at the top of it are shift and inertia. And interestingly enough, inertia is inverted. That's really cool. So shift, I get. So it's like here comes 8 of Wands. Pivot, change, shift, do something different. Inertia, usually when I think of inertia, when I think of the word inertia, I think of you just keep going. You have no real control over it. It's just here we go. We're moving by our own inertia. We are moving by you got pushed down a hill and now you're just rolling. That to me is kind of what inertia would mean. So I think it's really interesting that that's the inverted one. The words at the bottom, we have Mercury and the little symbol for Mercury down here. And then we have Sagittarius and the little symbol for Sagittarius over here. This is really interesting to me. I don't know that I would have made these choices for an 8 of Wands, but I think I follow. If it were not for the words at the top, I would absolutely say this is where this deck finally is getting difficult for someone who's a new reader. Because if you're looking for a wands, you don't have any wands. There's none here. And what does the lightning mean? And does this mean a birth of a new idea? Does this mean, explosive energy? There's so many different things that can be kind of gleaned from this. And it has a very Wheel of Fortune sort of look to it, which is also super confusing. I haven't seen the Wheel of Fortune in this deck yet, I don't think. So I'm not sure if it has much of a difference from this, but that is really, I don't know. This might be the first card that I look at and go, it's pretty and it's bright and I like the words that are on it, but I don't think it's an easy one for somebody who's learning. So this is the first one that's like that, I think. I don't think I said that about any other. I also don't see a lot of pop culture references, but maybe I'm just missing them. So where are we? Oh, Mercury. Mercury, I do know, is a planet of communication and speed and that sort of thing. So I get Mercury with this. I'm not really sure about Sagittarius. I know that Sagittarius is the archer, right? Yes. Sagittarius is the archer. So possibly that's the intent, is that when you fire that bolt, it's just going to keep going and you can't really call it back to you. So I'm not sure. But inertia and shift, I'm talking myself into, mostly because I do see how when you have too many ideas coming at you at the same time, you're kind of forced to just pick the easiest one or the closest one or the one that hits you first. So that's really interesting. As far as a reading for a Monday is concerned, I can definitely say we might want to be ready to reschedule frequently this week, and we might be ready for anything to happen, and a lot of it. So, if things are a little bit crazy in your line of work right now, and you're having quite a Monday, it's not a shock. And also, let this be I'm gonna say warning, that there's a lot of stuff coming this week. A lot of crazy stuff coming, which is interesting because we are rolling into the new moon at the end of the week. So I'm wondering if this energy is really about that. And, how we're like, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We got all this stuff to get done before the new moon. Let's go. So I like this card. I think it's very bright. It's very pretty. I would not have seen it as our typical Eight of Wands. So I think if I were a new reader and somebody who was just learning, I would look at this card and go, what is supposed to be happening here? Am I supposed to make a choice between one of these crazy things, or am I supposed to do all of them at once? Is the idea that you are being torn in a bunch of directions? I mean, I can read all that stuff into it because I know what this card is about, but if I didn't, I think I'd be a little stretched. Just a little bit mentally stretched on this one. So that is our Monday card, and I'm super excited by it because it is at least very exciting for the week that this is not going to be a dull moment this week. So until next time, check out the playlist and see if there's anything else of the cards that you like, and see all the other crazy stuff that I do on my YouTube channel. As always, check out the links in the description. Do the whole like, follow, subscribe thing, and please leave comments below if you have an interpretation of this card of your own. I'm always super interested. And today is Tarot Cafe, so if you are joining me for that, I will see you soon. Until tomorrow,